providing resources and comfort to caregivers. This is Caregiver Crossing.
Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? And welcome to Caregiver Crossing. We are so glad that you're here with us today. Hi to Jason, by the way. Jason's a frequent listener and listens every week, caregiver. Aww. And I would shout out to Jason and to all of you that continue to tune in each and every week to hear us. If it's your first time joining us, Caregiver Crossing is a show brought to you by Joy's House, presented in partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're here every week for you to talk about all things caregiving and bring you a little joy too and information. And I'm Terry Stacy. Next to me is my friend Tina McIntosh.
Hey.
She's the founder of Joy's House, by the way. Yeah. She's got a, what is that in your hand?
I don't know if we need to speak about this.
Come on, what is it? You've been holding it like it's a something you fiddle with.
Well,
it's a fingernail.
It's not a real fingernail.
Oh, man. What are you bringing that around for?
I don't know. It's not a real, I want to be clear, it's not a real fingernail. Got that? It was my youngest. It popped off her finger and it ended up in my purse. And when I went to Tampa a few weeks ago, it traveled with me and I just found it. And it seemed like a good time to bring it back out and share it with my friends.
It's like a little rabbit's foot.
That's producer Noah, by the way. Foot. It is. It's your lucky thing.
I think you can't have rabbit's feet anymore.
Oh.
I think it offends rabbits.
Well,
sorry, rabbits. Sorry to all the
families.
rabbits out there.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to have them.
I haven't seen one in an awfully long time.
No.
Hanging in a store.
No, but they were so popular back in the day.
Oh, they were.
Do you know what else is popular? The State Fair.
Oh, the State Fair, the Indiana State Fair. For those of you in Illinois, I don't know much about your Illinois fair, your state fair, but listen.
I bet it's great.
Our Indiana, they are. They're all good in their own way.
So, Noah, I don't know if you know this, but our very own Terry Stacy, sunshine of the world. Terry takes on a job at the State Fair every year. And what is it?
I love it. I do really love this. It's in the Arts Building. So if you're in the area, come and see me in the Arts Building. And that's where you're going to find amazing Hoosier artists. Tina McIntosh should be considered a famous Hoosier artist. And I'll tell you why.
That is ridiculous.
You have a great talent in beautiful, you've drawn some amazing things.
No, I should not.
I remember the angel.
Oh, I did do a good angel.
A beautiful angel that turned into like a postcard or like a Christmas card.
Yeah, she was cute. She was cute.
You have the talent.
Okay, I did draw her too. This on my phone background is a cute little girl.
Okay, good.
Pretty impressive.
But not
it is.
State Fair worthy. I mean, like, let's
Everybody's
talk about.
Welcome.
So there are a couple things I want to talk about with this. One, last year there was an artist you fell in love with their work. It was something about the trash at
this is what
500 or something.
Right. This is what an art is. It comes in all different ways. I'm in the area with the paintings. I'm with the artists and their paintings, and then you can buy the paintings. And we have a lot of people that come and they want to support Hoosier artists, so they come to the State Fair. I didn't know you could buy them, and you can buy their work. Not only are they competing, but you can buy these magnificent paintings, these magnificent photographs.
Are they super expensive?
No. And then in the other areas, you're going to find, you'll find fabrics and you'll find digital art, but you'll also find just beautiful, interesting art that I don't even know how you classify it, like the one you're speaking of, where there was a girl, and she has been collecting over the years all of the stuff that she finds on the ground at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
It's got to be a lot of stuff.
No one does that too, but for different reasons. Go on.
You might find a little jewel that fell off of a dress or off of a... Not a dress, but whatever.
Your jeweled dress might just disintegrate while you're at the 500.
But pop tabs, everything she found on the ground. And she would collect it each year. And then she turned it into these beautiful works of art. And
interesting.
One in particular, she had a helmet. She bought the helmet, a racing helmet. And then she put a lot of it on this helmet and turned it into a work of art. So art comes in many I hope that you'll stop by. There's a lot to see at the state fairs, but always venture into your family arts buildings, because inside you're going to get a little taste of what the people around you, in fact, your neighbors are.
I'm going.
They're submitting.
You've talked me into it.
It's really fun. And I've seen some amazing things. Thought about even entering on occasion myself, not my art, but photography.
Oh, that'd be
because
cool.
we all take really great pictures, we think, right, of sunsets. And,
Do it.
Well, all of us should. You've taken I've seen you on social media, folks. You know, you've taken some amazing photographs.
I might
and you
enter
can
something.
I think you
Just
should.
Enter it in the
It'd be
state
fun,
fair.
but it's too late now. It's already happening.
late
It
now.
launches in a few days. But
Right.
the other thing I want to talk about with this is last week we talked about ageism, and we got some great response from that. Right, we had a great conversation, and people are engaging.
They relate to it.
People are engaging. I can't talk. People
got
are engaging in the conversation, and. You know, Terry, you and I have talked about ageism, particularly. I mean, let's be honest, everybody. Terry's been doing this for 30, how many years?
Almost 40.
Are you serious?
Be 40 years at this one radio station, knock on wood.
Holy camole. Well,
you.
and Terry
Thank you, Noah.
Stacy is so well known in our community, and people love you and trust
And not
you.
always
and
for the good reasons.
that's not true. That's not true.
I've just been around a long time.
But you've been bringing us the news. You've been bringing us joy and information for almost 40 years.
I like the good stories.
And so we've talked about this before because as you get older in this entertainment industry, the entertainment industry is not always as kind. The speaking engagements, the emceeing of things is not always as prevalent as it once was.
That's
is that
right.
fair to say?
Oh, absolutely.
And so here's
Nobody's inviting me to the ferret wedding anymore. Is that because I'm too old?
It's for so many reasons, but here's what I want to say about that is that Terry, what you have done so well is you have found purpose in the community and in lots of places. And for you, when you talk about working at the state fair, the joy that it brings you and the joy
does.
you have to bring to other people and the fact that you spread the news of what's happening, like it is in who you are. And so I just want to say to those listening, you know, find your joy and find your place and your purpose today. And it doesn't matter if you're, 17 or 87.
Right.
Like,
that's right.
find what it is for you that brings you happiness and do it. And if you need an income, find what that is too.
Yeah.
And maybe find something that's temporary, right? And gives you that burst. And
That's
then you're
right.
done with
It
the
doesn't have to
fair and
be
you
right.
tag out of that.
And you tag out.
So-
You know what would be cool? Maybe if you're doing this, tell us about what brings you joy.
Yeah.
Like if you said, you know what, I wanted to learn to play the guitar and I'm 80 and I'm learning how to play the guitar. And I would love to feature those stories every week. To bring us joy, to bring other caregivers joy.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to cut off your joy, but we have to take a break.
Oh, yeah, we got to go.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
we'll be back.
Hey, we're here every week, brought to you by Joy's House and in partnership with Cardon and Associates. And we love you, and we have to take a break, and we're going to be back here in just a moment.
You're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you as a service of Joy's House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. With locations in Broad Ripple and near the University of Indianapolis campus, Joy's House provides exceptional day services for individuals living with a life-altering diagnosis and compassionate support for family caregivers throughout the community. At Joy's House, we believe that everyone deserves to live their best life, regardless of their abilities. Learn more about our adult day and caregiver support services by calling us at 317-254-0828 or by visiting joycehouse.org today. That web address again is joycehouse.org. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing right after the break.
Temp check. What kind of summer are we having this year? A family road trip summer? A beach bum summer? Or a wake me up when the sun sets summer? With Instacart, choose your own adventure and skip the shopping side quests. Where available, you can get ice cream delivered to your hotel, sunscreen to the pool, or cold brew to your bed. Well, door, in as fast as 30 minutes. Wherever you find yourself this summer, you can get the goods. Download Instacart for free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum $10 per order. Excludes restaurants. Additional terms and fees apply.
If you're waking up feeling like you could use a few more hours of sleep, the problem might be right underneath you. Better quality sleep comes with a better quality bed. And the Sleep Number Smart Bed uniquely contours to your head, neck, and shoulders for a more comfortable sleep. It's a total game changer. All night long, you can count on your Sleep Number smart bed to automatically respond and adjust to your movements so that you can sleep comfortably all night long, which feels amazing after a tough workout. You can even get personalized insights about your sleeping habits to help you sleep better. It's like having a coach for your best sleep. And now during Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus special financing for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL. See store for details.
We are back on Caregiver Crossing. We're your hosts. I'm Tina McIntosh.
Terry Stacy.
And our producer,
Noah Taylor.
Hey, we're glad you're here. And on the phone, we have with us Bianca Kierton and Anna Himes. And Bianca and Anna both specialize as community outreach for the Indiana University School of Nursing. Ladies, first of all, thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you. It's awesome being here today. Thank you so much.
Well, we're excited to learn, first of all, what does it mean to be, someone who specializes in community outreach for the IU School of Nursing? How do you describe what that job is to people?
Yeah, that's a great question. Community outreach can really look pretty different depending on whatever project or a group that a community outreach specialist is working for. But on our project, and just in general as well, community outreach looks like sharing resources that a project has to offer, sharing education, and then also elevating community voices so that they can access that information and then use it with their own personal power and strengths.
Anna, before we talk about this, please go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to add, also keeping in mind that not only are we educating the community, but also we're consistently learning from the community as well. So kind of like a mutual benefit from learning from each other.
Okay. Bianca, tell us about the CARE project.
Yeah, for sure. So CARE stands for the Collaborative for Aging Research and Engagement. And we're a community-based research study that focuses on educating and connecting community members with resources related to Alzheimer's disease and related dementia, and also healthy aging in general. And so we kind of see CARE as both a community platform where we connect and network with community members and researchers and other people working with healthy aging industry. And then additionally, the CARE platform itself that we've developed, the Lola app. So we kind of see these as two moving parts that come together to kind of close the gap of health disparities related to education and resources.
Tina?
So when you're out talking with people in the community, are they surprised to know that there are resources available to them, or do they even have any idea that there are resources?
Yes. So I think one thing that we hear often is that there's often resources out there, but it's the lack of awareness that is often the problem that we run into. So, for example, we work a lot with the Alzheimer's Association Greater Indiana chapter. And when we say Alzheimer's Association, people understand and they're familiar with the name. It's kind of like a household name. But then when we start to discuss different support groups, online articles, different resources in order to physically have to share with their own organizations, it kind of catches people by surprise. And then, so I would kind of see that pattern for other organizations, whether it's healthcare facilities or IU itself, just kind of bringing to light the awareness of the resources. I say a lot of times community members are happily shocked to find out about them.
I mean, I'm even thinking, Noah, we need to get them more information about Joy's House and Caregiver Way as they're out sharing, because it doesn't have to be an IU program, right? It's just a helpful program in the community.
For
Is that
sure.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and we love when people are interested in participating in research, but at the end of the day, we just really want to connect people to resources that will help them. And we oftentimes encounter a lot of either former or current caregivers that are always open to any resources we get. So honestly, if I could throw this in there, if you guys want to email us or send us a little blurb about Joyce House, just so we know how we can share this information with our community friends, that would be awesome. We would love to share that.
Bianca Cureton and Anna Himes, Community Outreach Specialist, IU Nursing. And Anna, I'm going to ask you about some success stories. Share with us some of those success stories or notable outcomes from your interactions within the community and with the community.
Yeah, there have been a lot of success stories, I'd say, on personal levels for me, just in terms of interacting and having awesome conversations. We do a lot of vendoring for community events where we get a lot of information out there. Events that we attend both in Northwest, normally Gary and Merrillville, as well as in Indianapolis. And on a personal level, I've had some wonderful conversations with folks who have seen a lot of the resources that we present, but also mainly education, even addressing questions as what's the difference between Alzheimer's disease and dementia, and hearing the response and seeing an understanding of, wow, I did not know that, but now I have this understanding and this education that I can take now with me. And then on a larger scale level, we also have had the opportunity to have our own event as well, held at Martin University. This was last spring. We called it Roots of Resilience, and we had the opportunity to hold a panel with multiple speakers, including research participants. So folks, we call Bianca and I like to call them super fans. They're care participants.
Super fans. I like the super fans.
Yeah, great. Well, they're cool too, and we see them out in public too at different events that we attend, because they're always attending different health events too. And so then they'll come over and we'll give them hugs, and they'll give us hugs. And
Wait a minute. Now that you describe them, I think I know them. I've met them before.
Oh yeah.
They're wonderful.
Well, ladies, before we have to let you go, again, we're talking with Bianca Cureton and Anna Himes, who are the community outreach specialists at IU Nursing. For you, in 30 seconds or less for both of you, each of you, what has been the most rewarding part of the work that you're doing?
Oh my goodness! So I can start, Bianca here. This project is very rewarding in just the sense that we are not just helping people, but community members are also helping us better understand what obstacles our people encounter when it comes to healthy aging, and also what they find helpful, so that we're not just coming to community members and telling them what to do, but just lending an open ear, being the boots on the ground, community specialists that we are, and really just being able to connect with community members on a more personal level than other research projects.
And for you, Anna?
Yeah, I agree. I think Bianca mentioned already how the education is not a one-way path, it's a two-way path. And I'd say that's, for me, is this project, the most rewarding aspect has been having that exchange of knowledge, that exchange of ideas, and in doing so, an exchange of growth, both on an individual level, but then also a communal one as well.
Ladies, I want to just add, thank you for humanizing the care that's out there, because that's really what I'm hearing you say you're doing with people in the community. So thank you for the jobs that you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know Terry has one more question.
Just wanted to make sure we let everybody know how the community members can participate or actually contribute to these events before we let you go.
Yeah. So you can contact us through our emails. So I'll give my email, and then let Bianca give hers too. My email is akhimes, that's AKHIM as in mango, ES @iu.edu.
And then I'll give a phone number. You can also call us at 317-274-4700. And you can ask us about how to get involved with our upcoming care research opportunities. We'll be launching the CARE app this fall for a pilot, so people can contact us and see how they themselves or other community friends can get involved.
Awesome. Oh, ladies, thank you so much. Noah, I know you need to close this out. We're pushing time here.
You're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you weekly by Joyce House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're here every week to bring you support, education, and hopefully a good laugh. Visit caregivercrossingradio.org to connect with us, hear past episodes, learn more about Caregiver Crossing, about caregiver support resources in the community, and much more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing after the break.
Okay, it's time to commit. 2024 is the year for prioritizing yourself. Begin your new smile journey with Byte, and you could start seeing results in just 2 to 3 weeks. Just order your at-home impression kit today for only $14.95 at Byte.com. Byte clear aligners are doctor-directed and delivered to your door. Treatment costs thousands less than braces. Plus, they offer financing options, accept eligible insurance, and you can pay with your HSA FSA. Get 80% off your impression kit when you use code WONDERY at Byte.com. That's BYTE.com. Start your confidence journey today with Byte.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look like that? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. But there's an easier way. Thumbtack is the app that makes it easier to care for your home. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, search, chat, and book highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Download Thumbtack and start caring for your home the easier way.
Yep, it's Caregiver Crossing, and I'm Tina McIntosh in studio with
Terry Stacy
and
Noah Tayller.
Woo!
Noah. Do you have a middle name?
I do. It's Matthew.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice middle name.
I was named after my Uncle Matt.
Aw. Well, because Terry, how do you like to introduce yourself?
Just me.
No,
Just Terry.
you don't.
Sometimes Terry Lynn Stacy.
From?
Knightstown, Indiana, but living in Greenfield, Hancock County.
Yeah, I would say normally you say Hancock County.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Marie.
Tina Bina Marie.
Tina Bina. You know, I'll tell you a funny quick story. One of my best friends, her son just got married. And when Jack was putting together the wedding invitations, he sent a text to his mom and said, "Hey, what is Tina Wiena's last name?" And she said, "Well, it's not actually Tina Wiena. It's Tina McIntosh." But adorable.
I like Tina Wiena.
I mean, he's like in his mid-20s. I thought it was the cutest thing ever. Because she calls me Tina Wiena, you call me Tina Bina.
I do.
So at the top of the show, Terry was saying that any of us could enter art into the Indiana State Fair next year. It's too late now. But I drew a really nice picture
I noticed she was
of
doing
Terry
this
Stacy here in studio on my...
Hey, you know what? That's not bad.
That's terrible. On my really not environmentally friendly styrofoam cup.
Like
I'm
it.
sorry.
Spot on.
That is spot on, and I'm keeping it.
Well, it says, "Welcome to Caregiver Crossing." You've got headphones on.
I love it.
It'll be in Terry's office if you need to see it.
Please, I could maybe enter. You know what? I might take this just with me. I'll take a picture
and
of
drink
it.
out of it. You should just drink out of this Okay. Anyway, hi. So we have something that is, I'm going to say exciting because I love these evenings that we do. Informative,
from Joyce House?
enlightening. Yeah, Joyce House hosts Death Over Drafts.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Just let it sink in for a second.
Death over drafts.
Yeah. What it is well, it's coming up on Tuesday, August 20th in the evening. It's from 5:30 until 7:30 at the Gugman House.
That's correct.
At the Gugman House Brewing Company. And this is an event, a community event open to all of you free of charge, hosted by Joyce House. It's part of our end of life program where we really want to normalize the conversation around death and dying because we're so afraid of it in our culture. And we don't want to. We want to spark this curiosity and conversation
have
around
a drink.
the topics.
You
You can if you want. I mean, listen, I'll have soda water and lime.
Okay.
And let's do this thing. And so we use this thing called the Death Deck. You all have used a conversation starter deck of cards for something, right?
Right.
Dinner table, out at a work event, whatever it is. We use a thing called the Death Deck, which is very similar to that. And so there are over 100 cards. We put them in, and we mix them up, put you in small groups of like 5 to 6. Yeah. And then we have these conversations. Some are very heavy and serious. Some are thought-provoking. Some are fun and funny and lighthearted. So I would like to give you a few. May I?
Where did the death deck come from? Did you all sit here around in Joy's house? And
There's a
just come
woman who
discussion?
created this thing called the death deck. I wish we could take responsibility for it.
Okay,
'Cause it's
I've never heard it
fantastic.
before. I'm just going to give you credit because
All
you're
right.
bringing it to light.
Are you ready?
Okay, let's
All
go.
right.
This
Quiz-
is from the
quiz
death
time.
deck,
I'm ready.
and this is what you might experience when you come to the event on
That's right.
August 20th. All right.
So, in your final days, what would you like to smell?
Oh, youth.
What is the smell of youth? What does that smell
I
like?
don't even know what to say. This is a
judgment.
multiple choice answer. Oh, we left that out. Youth. Your own youth. You just want to be young again.
Bring me the youth.
All right,
Bring
here
it
we
up.
go.
Let me smell it good.
In your final days, what would you like to smell? A, your favorite foods. I don't know, fresh baked cookies, something like that.
Spaghetti, pizza, chili, tacos.
B, all the stinky things. What is wrong with you? B, calming sense of lavender.
Oh, that's always good too.
You've got some lavender vanilla on your hands right now.
Right. Bring you kind of calm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. This is my last day, right?
Or this is it on your
Okay.
final days. Or C, fresh air from an open window.
Oh,
Oof. All right. So favorite foods, calming sense, or a window open. Noah, you've got a thought?
Personally, I think I'm going to go with the fresh air from an open window. At first, I was thinking the food, but then I'm just like, I'm just going to be hungry the whole time.
I'm with you.
And I'm going to want the food. So I'm going to have to go with the fresh air. I think
Makes you think,
that's a nice smell.
doesn't it? Aromas do me a world of good. I'm going to go with your scents, your lavenders, your
I like it.
calming smells, but the window will be open.
But these are important things to talk about, right? Ahead of time, because like I can tell you when my father was passing last year, we all of a sudden one day we're like, why do we not have the window open? They're cutting the grass. We can smell,
Yeah.
all the nature of things like, and then just having that breeze and we could hear the birds chirping outside. And so these are important.
Yeah.
Terry, you
What's
have heard
your
me say-
answer?
I'm with the open window. You have heard me say though, if I'm ever, not in my final days, but if I'm ever in a coma,
Yeah.
and you want to wake me up, put plumeria or freesia or one of those flowery scents on me. I will come up swinging because I do not like them. And I will find you. Got it?
That's a good. Actually, you have thought about this.
Yeah, no, I really have. I've had a lot of
Yeah,
surgeries. All right, number 2. You ready for the next question?
Yeah, let's do it.
If you could know the exact time and place of your
No.
death, but could do nothing to stop it, so you're going to know when it happens
Yeah.
exactly, but you cannot stop
No.
it. Would you? I'm going to say Terry says no. No. Would you want to know, Noah?
I think I'm going to say yes, because if it's like, I would want to know if it's like a week away, then I can,
So you
then I
can
can at
worry
least
all
live.
week.
Well, maybe worry, but I was going to say
cry,
I could
be
live life to the
sad.
fullest and really make the most of my experiences if I know it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Noah's like a jug of milk. He's got an expiration date.
Yeah.
And we all know.
Yeah. What's your answer, Tina?
I don't think I want to know.
I don't want to know because I will just focus on that.
Yeah.
Knowing, and it wouldn't be in a good way.
But I understand Noah's
I
point.
do understand Noah's point. See, we can have difference of opinions and we can all still get along and sit at the same table.
Well, this is going back to Terry's political
I'm sorry, please
comment.
go ahead.
Yeah, number
Next.
3. If given a chance to see how others would grieve at your funeral, would you want to see
Oh.
it? So if you could go to your funeral and see how people are grieving, would you want to see it? A, yes, it would be an amazing experience. B, I'd like to try it, but I'd be a little suspicious if people are saying very nice things. And C, no, it would be crushing.
This is a great question.
See, this is what we do at
I
Death
love
Over Drafts.
this.
It's wonderful.
Again, it's on August 20th. Just keep this in
Yep.
mind. We're playing this. Is
That's
something
the
you'll play?
Gutman House Brewing Company
Yeah.
from 5:30 to 7:30.
I have to think about this one for a minute.
You better think fast.
Noah,
we only
do you
have
know?
a minute.
I really don't know. I'm going to say no because I don't think I want to see them.
If I were dead, I would not need to be there. But I have said if I had an ailment where I could see it coming, like when I've had my cancers, I would like to. If it were terminal for me, I would like to have a living funeral. So I would be there, and I
Those
would
are
see it.
really becoming a popular
Yeah.
thing.
Your answer?
Do you think that we could do? I know we got to go, but
We
do you
gotta
think
go.
that we want? Do we see our funeral?
Oh,
Do you think we see it?
I don't think we do.
No,
I don't think we do.
you shoot right to heaven.
I think I'm just waiting, and
You're in the waiting
until
room.
the
We're in the
resurrection,
waiting. Right, we're
you know.
waiting. No, I
Not
don't want to see it.
resurrection. You know what I mean? I said it wrong, but I'm just waiting.
It is a resurrection of sorts if you're gone.
Yeah.
No, for me.
Do you think we see it?
I don't think so. I think it's a nice thought. I don't know.
All right, we're going to have to take a break. If you want past episodes, you can do that, caregivercrossingradio.org. And if you want to email, do that at tina@joyshouse.org. So we're going to be back here in a moment.
You're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you by Joyce House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. With 20 communities owned, operated, or managed in the Midwest and more than 40 years of senior living experience, Cardon and Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us for more information and to find a community near you. Stay put. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing right after the break.
This podcast is brought to you by eHarmony, the dating app to find someone you can be yourself with. Why doesn't eHarmony allow copy and paste in first messages? Because you are unique, and your conversations should reflect that. eHarmony wants you to find someone who will get you. How are you going to know who gets you if people send you the same generic conversation starters they message everyone else? Conversations that actually help you get to know each other. Imagine that. Get who gets you on eHarmony. Sign up today.
What makes a life a good one? Is it the adventure you have? Or the friends you find along the way? Maybe it's pursuing your passion while striving to protect, defend, and save what you believe in every single day. So what makes a life a good one? In the Coast Guard, we think it's all of the above and more. But you'll have to find out for yourself. Visit gocoastguard.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Caregiver Crossing. Terry Stacy along with Tina McIntosh and producer Noah is also here. We just want to mention again the conversation that we had in the last break, in the last segment anyway. It was so interesting, and that was just 3 of the questions that you will maybe be a part of if you'll come to Death Over Drafts on Tuesday, August 20th. Again, that time is 5:30 to 7:30 at Guggenhaus Brewing Company. Where is that? Tina Bina?
It's downtown Indy.
Oh, is it?
I'll get the exact address for
Hope
our
I'm saying
listeners
it right.
next week.
I really
great.
am.
I don't think you were, but it's okay.
I just want to mention that on July 1st, no. I want to mention that Joyce House, Indy, is celebrating 10 years of being open. And that was July 1st is when it actually
you're
happened.
Not wrong.
2014.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to the opening.
Terry.
And it was like a blink of an eye away. I don't remember it being 10 years ago.
Yeah, so
good for you. 10 years.
Thanks.
I didn't think
congrats.
you'd make it.
Thanks. For those of you,
it's really cool.
She just said, I didn't think you'd make it.
I'm kidding. I'm only kidding.
For those of you who don't know,
place.
Terry's a horrible person. I'm kidding. She's really not. For those of you who don't know, Joy's House, we are a not-for-profit based in Indianapolis, Indiana. We are started as adult day service. Now our mission is both for adult day and caregiver support education programs. And we started in Broad Ripple with a great 100-year-old farmhouse. We renovated 15 years ago here. I only know because I was pregnant with my last child. And it's incredible. And then we were thinking about, can we replicate Joy's House? Like, what is the secret sauce?
Because there's a need.
There's a need.
Oh, my heavens, with a need. Here in Indiana, in Indianapolis, Joy's House is located just probably, what would you say? I mean,
we're Broad Ripple, so we're the near north side.
Yeah, near north side of downtown Indianapolis.
I do want to
that helps a little bit.
I do want to be clear for anyone listening, wherever you are, look for an adult day in your area. Should you need it or someone you love, it doesn't have to be Joy's House. I think there is, unfortunately, there's enough need for what adult day services do. There are great people doing the work in all kinds of communities. And so it doesn't have to be Joy's House. You can always call us and we can help you find someone whether you're in Indiana, you're part of our Caregiver Crossing family in Illinois, or you're listening from anywhere, we can help you. I'm actually on the National Adult Day Service Association board, and so literally can help you find help wherever you need it. But yeah, so we were trying to figure out, part of what makes us really great here at our Broad Ripple location is our intentional design. We've gotten a lot of national attention for that over the years and done a lot of speaking engagements. And so it's little things that we do that make it feel very homey and safe and adaptable for people who need it, right, for a diverse population. And we did it. I mean, Dr. Ellen Miller, if she's listening, it's your fault. We absorbed Southport Adult Day Service when they were closing 10 years ago at a church there in Southport. And we ended up finding a partner at the University of Indianapolis. They're a wonderful university.
You really are literally right across, right across the street from campus.
I mean, I always say we're on campus, but it's because our parking lot's on campus and there's only a street that divides us.
Yeah.
It is a smaller operation than Broad Ripple. We can host about 45 guests at our Broad Ripple location and about 15 at our UIndy. So we often refer to it as adorable.
But you still kept that same model of you found a house.
We found a house.
Yeah.
We designed it with great intention. It is a wonderful, wonderful facility. And, the great thing is people have a choice between, do you want that smaller model? Do you want a larger model with more area to, roam around and have activities in? And so they're both just beautiful. And 10 years. It is really hard to believe.
10 years. Okay, give us some highlights. Maybe some highlights of what made you continue keeping the doors open there and some great moments. Did you have a couple maybe? Or
I automatically, when you ask that question, go to the actual renovation process and the way that the community got interested and invested, the University of Indianapolis involvement, the way the students, we had theater students coming over and helping to paint walls because they're like, we do productions. We had
great.
It just was business students coming over and saying, hey, can we help market? It was really, really cool. The renovations there were torturous. I mean, it was really, really rough and not always fun. But we did it. And when it came together, it was just incredible. My other thing is much more personal. And Miss Harriet, who is no longer with us, she passed away. But Miss Harriet was with us for a long, long time as a guest. And she was just a riot. I mean,
Was she the first guest?
No.
She wasn't the first?
No, and we absorbed some of our guests. We absorbed when we absorbed the Southport Adult Day. But she just was really, I don't know, she was special and she stuck out. She was Hawaiian. She liked to teach us bad things in Hawaiian language. And, we had a...
Wow, that's super fun.
It was super fun. And we had a wish day for her and did all things Hawaiian. And just to see her light up, she could light up a room. She was... So anyway.
Real quick,
that was my first
what is
two.
a wish day?
Oh, yeah. A wish day is when we have a guest who is a client. And we get to know that guest and their family, and we recognize that there is something that we could do to celebrate them. So, you can pick anything. We had one guest who he always wanted to ride a horse. He was living with MS, multiple sclerosis. He probably wasn't going to be able to get on a horse like he used to. So we brought a horse to Joy's house, and we were able to help him get on the horse with his cowboy hat and, ride around our lawn. It's not like he went out for some big jaunt, but he did the thing, and his smile said it all. So it might be that, or it might be Mr. Willie, who was a tap dancer and had lost his tap shoes, and he told us all the time what a good tap dancer he was. And so we turned our garden room in Broad Ripple into a nightclub and had jazz and had all his favorite foods, and his family came in, and he tapped for us. We got him shoes and he tapped, and it was incredible. So anyway.
Congratulations and happy anniversary. 10 years.
I know we need to go. Again, August 20th, please join us for Death Over Drafts. If you want to know more about that or anything related to the show, you can email me directly at tina@joyshouse.org, TINA@joyshouse.org. We want to say thank you.
We do. Cardon and Associates, thank you. With 20 communities owned, operated, and managed in the Midwest and more than 40 years of senior living experience, Cardon and Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Have a great week ahead. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We'll talk to you next week.